Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well today. So today I'm excited to bring you this tutorial because I have recently acquired several of the items that I'm using in it, and some of them are really pretty, especially the main eyeshadow that I use for it. So I've been doing this look a few times, so I decided to do a tutorial because I thought it was really pretty. So this is what the look looks like. It's basically, to me, it's like a very old-fashioned sort of Hollywood glamour type look. So I've got like a gold eye paired with a strong lip. I think this would be gorgeous for like a formal event. I think I've got a picture towards the end of the video. If you pair it with a pink lip, it's actually really pretty too. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this. I'll be back in just a second. Bye. Okay, so I'm back having partially done my face. So what I did is I did the eye look on this side. I did both of my eyebrows, and I did the blush and the highlight on this side of my face, and then I did the red lip. So what I'm going to do first is do the face, the blush, and the highlight that I did on this side. I'm going to do it over here for you. And before I do that, let me show you my lip products. So for the red lip, I used the Too Faced Perfect Lips pencil, and it is just a nice, really standard red. Just a very standard red color. And then I used, for the lipstick, my new Bite Beauty. It's the little lipstick that I got for being a VIB Rouge at Sephora. And even though I'm wearing it, it is very similar in color, and it's just very comfortable. It's a nice classic sort of red, plenty bright, but still classic, not too orangey or anything like that. And so I picked that because to me, you know, like a bright red lip, it's very like classic Hollywood glamour to me. So and then for the blush, what I did on this side of my face is I used my new Laura Mercier blush in Wild Bouquet. So I got that recently. I thought it would be great to pair with a bright red lip or with like a more striking eye. And so I am going to apply that with my Billy B Beauty brush number 4, which is kind of a smaller sized blush brush, but it makes it really nice for putting blush exactly where you want it to be. So you're not going to over apply into a giant area, and the bristles on this one are actually a little bit stiff, so it makes it nice for blending out the they're stiff enough to blend out the way that you want the blush to be. And because this blush is it's more neutral, I'm going to be blending it out along the edges and down, like where I would do a contour. So there'll be color down there, and when you look straight on, it will be a little bit more, it'll seem a little bit more as though I'm wearing a contour. So hopefully that's right. It's hard to tell the mirror that I'm looking in. It's hard for me to see exactly if I have applied it quite right, but that's how I did the other side, so hopefully they look even now. And then next I am going to be applying the highlight that I just recently got. Actually, I haven't even done it in a haul or anything yet. It's by Laura Mercier, and it is the new fall collection face illuminator called Spellbound, and it's just really pretty. It's like a rose gold color, and I'll swatch it for you right here. It's just like gorgeous. I had to have it. It was like I started dreaming about this thing almost. Not literally, but I mean, I really like it. So I'm going to apply that with a Billy B Beauty brush number 13, and it's just a very soft brush. It's a nice size for highlighter. So I'm just going to apply that above kind of and over the top half of where I put the blush, and it's just going to give a little bit nice little subtle sparkle. Okay, so hopefully they're even now. Alright, and then for the eye, getting started on the eye look, so like I said, I already did my eyebrows, so all I have to do is the eye makeup. That's all I have left of this look. So the first thing that I'm going to use is actually a really affordable product. It is by e.l.f., and I just discovered it recently. It is their long-lasting lustrous eyeshadow, and actually I just realized that the name is not on it, but it looks like this. And so I'm not really sure. I thought that probably the name would be on the bottom of the package, but it's not. But I've actually picked this up at my Walmart. 2 of the Walmarts in my area just started carrying like a really big e.l.f. display, and so they had this one, and then they had another of the long-lasting lustrous eyeshadows in like a it was like a mauvey, really pretty mauvey type color. So these are sort of like a really very different like jelly type texture. I don't know if you can tell, but like they're squishy. They're like super squishy. They're not like anything else that I felt. They're very interesting. And so what I'm going to do is I am actually going to apply it with a cream eyeshadow brush that I have from Sephora. This is the old one, but they still sell one like this if you're interested. And so I'm just going to take this in there and just get some product there. You can apply this with your fingers, but I've noticed that you get a little bit of fallout, or it's really easy to get the sparkles around the eye, and I want to keep it right on the lid. So what I'm going to do is really apply this product. It's going to take a couple of coats, but I'm going to build it up really thick on my lid so that I can get plenty of this beautiful, beautiful gold color. And the reason why I'm using this gold color is because it's just a very classic to me, very classic, not modern. That's why I'm thinking of like old Hollywood with this look, because it's just, I don't know, it just seems so classic, gorgeous, classy, and because it is a very neutral type of gold, I think you can wear it if you pair it with a lighter lip, which I'll show you at the end of the video. I think you can easily pair it with a lighter lip and wear it like every day, kind of. And so this shadow is very, I don't know if you can see, it is sort of sparkly. I mean, it says lustrous is the title of the eyeshadow, and I would agree with that. It's not really, really, really glittery, but it does have a nice, I don't know, it's almost subtle enough that I don't think it would scare a lot of people. I think people would feel very comfortable wearing it. Anyway, it's just very pretty, and it was $3, so I think it wears pretty well too, actually. It says it's long wearing, and I would agree with that. So then I'm going to take my Sephora crayon eye pencil. I recently got this one too, and this one is the new, like, there's the ones that you have to sharpen by Sephora. This one's in the color Cookie Crunch, and it's a super golden brown, and I'm going to apply that along the lash line pretty thick, almost like if you were going to do like a smoky eye and you're just trying to messily like build up color. And then I'm going to pat it out real quick before it dries, just to build more color up close to the lashes, because the first e.l.f. color that we used was actually pretty light, not very dark at all. So I'm just kind of trying to tap it out and build up the color there closer to the lash line so that there's a little bit more depth. And this gold works really, really well with the e.l.f. color. And then I'm going to get it a little bit on like the outer edge, and then blend that out with my finger before it sets really quick. And then after I'm done with that, I am going to go back over just a little bit with the e.l.f. color, just to make sure it's all blended out and blending together very well. And sometimes, like when you're touching the e.l.f. color, the little sparkles will come off just a little bit, so this just makes sure that it's nice and sparkly again. So then I am going to go in with a crease shade, and this crease shade is it is by Makeup Geek, and it is called Preppy, and it is a very unique matte shade. It looks almost like, I don't know, very golden, but like in a khaki, mustardy, khaki kind of way. I don't know how to describe it. It's very unique, but it works with this look very well because it's so golden. So I'm going to take, this is a Sonia Kashuk brush that I got in a set that they had at Target just a couple months ago, so it's probably still out, but it's just a Sonia Kashuk brush. It's pretty nice and pretty soft, but stiff enough, and I like the angle that it's going to be nice to blend this out, so I'm going to just take a little bit of that and start working it into the crease. And I'm not going to try to be too neat with it. I'm just going to like windshield wiper. I mean, this is a pretty big windshield wiper crease type brush, so I'm just going to go in a few times with that and not try to be too neat with it. Make sure I get it down here really nice. And so this will add some nice definition, and especially since this is like an old-fashioned kind of glamour look, in my opinion, the matte shade being in the crease is really important. You don't want to have a shimmer shade in your crease. Okay, so then I am going to go back over one more time with the e.l.f. The lustrous eyeshadow, because that was matte and I kind of did it messily. I did it all over, so it probably covered up some of the shimmer. So I want to go back in, make sure I still have plenty of shimmer on the lid. just on the lid. Don't want to get into the crease. And then I'm going to go back with my MAC Blanc Type, which is my favorite matte highlight shade. And that is right here. So I'm going to actually take the same brush, just dust it off because I didn't have a lot of product on there to begin with. And now I'm going to go and just kind of messily use it as a highlight, a brow highlight. And the reason why I'm using this matte shade is, again, I feel like it's just a little bit more classic to use the matte shade than a shimmer shade for the brow bone. Reminds me more of like the 50s, or I don't know, Marilyn Monroe-ish or something. So as long as you blend that out, it'll help blend out the crease color that we just used. And then I am going to take that eyeliner pencil, again, the same one in Cookie Crunch, and I'm going to go right underneath my lower lashes with that all the way to the outer corner. And as soon as I do that, I'm going to do this kind of quick because these set up really fast. So I'm going to go back in and smudge out a little bit with a smudger brush. I'm just using a pencil brush to smudge. And that looks pretty good. I'm trying to keep it kind of subtle on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with another one of those new Sephora pencils, and this one is called Blonde Ambition, and it's like a goldeny blonde color, and I'm going to use that on the waterline, and it's going to get a little bit on my lash line too, and it's going to kind of like nicely I don't know, like fuse with the color underneath it, so you can see like a little bit of the goldenness like I do have on my lid. You'll see a little bit underneath along with like the darker color. And then I'm going to go and take a MAC highlight shade. This one is called Shroom. It's another popular one that they have, and I'm going to do some color here on my inner corner. Some shimmery highlight there. And then the last thing I'm going to do before I do my mascara is I am going to take my Makeup Geek gel eyeliner in Immortal, and I am going to line my upper lash line only, just very close to the lashes, because I'm going to apply false lashes first of all. And the eyeliner that I used before, it really wasn't super dark, so I still need something to define my lashes, and I also want the band of the false lashes not to look so obvious. If I put some black eyeliner on, it will kind of disappear into the band. So I'm taking a brush that is definitely not my favorite. It's eyeliner E05 by Sigma. Usually I like more of a flattish type brush for eyeliner than this kind, but I'm just going to keep it nice and close. All of my favorite eyeliner brushes are dirty right now. I have to wash them, so this was the only thing I had. Okay, so then I am going to curl my upper lashes, and I have a Shu Uemura eyelash curler, and I'm just going to give it a couple of good pumps and then work it out a little bit and do it again. And then I'm going to, I like to do my mascara on my lower lashes because I coat the top one so many times usually that some of the mascara will get on the lower lashes, and then once it does that and it dries, it makes them clump more, the lower lashes, when I do the mascara on the lower lashes. So that's why I like to do it on, I like to do the lower ones first so that I don't get some from the top on them and then they clump when I do them. So I'm actually not going to coat my lashes a lot though right now, my upper lashes, because I'm going to be doing the false lashes. And if you are doing false lashes, you don't want to coat them really thick because that will make them stand out more. You want them to just be black so that they fade into your false lashes. You just want to coat them thoroughly, but then leave it at that. You don't have to worry about them being super voluminous or long or anything like that. So now if you don't want to use false lashes, I would say go back and coat for this look, because it is a more, I don't know, glamorous sort of a look. So then I'm going to take a pair of velour lashes. This one is called Lash in the City, I believe. It's one of the biggest ones I think that they make. And I'm going to take my Duo Lash Glue, this is the clear one, and I'm just going to tap that on the band. And my lash glue is almost out, so I'm having to re-dip into it a lot. Okay, so then I am going to set it on my lashes really carefully. And work that in. Make sure it's touching up against where I want it to. And I know, like, you're not supposed to actually put the lashes on your eyelashes, you're supposed to put them more on your skin, but I find that I don't have any trouble with it pulling out my eyelashes, really. If I just put it right on the eyelashes, it seems to look more natural. So usually as it's drying, like when the glue is very tacky, I will go back in with my fingers and push the lashes up against my natural lashes so that they really fuse together and I don't see any gap between the two. So I'll usually go back through and do that. And then once it's dry, I always, because I'm very perfectionistic, I always make sure that there's black that doesn't just drop off of my eyeliner. I want to make sure that there's dark eyeliner going all the way to the end so that I don't see like an obvious drop off of where the band is. So I'm going to go back in real quick with that. Just a second. Make sure that it's plenty dark all the way to the edge. And then I'm also perfectionistic, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to color with that gel liner, the Black Immortal, the top of the band so that any of the clear, the glue, the Duo glue kind of dries almost with a little bit of a shine to it. And also the band is just going to look different. I find that it makes it look like it fuses the band to your eyeliner if you do it this way. It looks much less obvious. And so if you can't see the thing, you can tug down like this and then, oops, this is not my favorite brush. Just got way too much there. Goodness. At least that's the idea. Not used to this brush at all. Okay. Alright, there we go. It works. Okay, so guys, that is the look. I think it would be much prettier with curly hair and maybe like I think a formal outfit. It would just be really pretty. The red lip, of course, makes it look much more formal, but I think you can definitely wear it more casual if you pair it with a lighter colored lip like I'm wearing right now. So I think that this particular shade that I'm wearing, it goes really well with the golden color, the shade of pink. And I think it looks really nice, especially for summer because you have like the fresh gold and the fresh looking pink. And this shade, in case you guys are wondering, I think it's discontinued. It was by Neutrogena and I picked it up at Big Lots a long time ago, but it's called Angel's Blush. And let me swatch it for you so you can try to find something similar. It's just like it's like a light pink that's got some warmth to it. Warmth, but not warmth, more like it would pair with gold really well than it looks really peachy. It's very subtle peachy, but I think it's really pretty. And I've been trying to find like kind of a dupe for it because I know this one is probably not made anymore, but I haven't been able to find that. Well, anyway, that's the look, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.